What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, press that subscribe button. Now let's get it. Wow, what just happened? If you've been kicking back watching the cryptocurrency markets, you are saying, wow, you're walking around speechless. But at the same time, you're excited, you're happy, you're walking around in a good mood today if you are a cryptocurrency investor. What the heck just happened? What the heck did we just experience? Bitcoin, boom, hit new all-time highs. That's what the heck I'm talking about. Champagne bottles will be popped tonight on the Thursday Night Live show. But before we get into some of the things that we need to be paying attention to, remember I said when the market is dipping, don't get too low. And when the market is pumping, we don't want to get too excited, but we definitely want to celebrate the victories. And today is a victory that we will be celebrating. So let's go ahead and take care of a little bit of housekeeping. Currently, right now, Bitcoin is doing its thing. We are at $111,300 for one Bitcoin. Wow. Just a couple of months ago, we were talking about Bitcoin being at $74,000. Now we're talking about almost up $40,000. Wow. Welcome to cryptocurrency. Welcome to Bitcoin. Congratulations to all y'all for sticking to the fundamentals and staying 10 toes down. Bitcoin dominant 63.02% today. We understand we did see it get down to 61% a few days ago. Boom, now we spiked back up to 63%. That is no big deal. That is actually a positive thing. The Fear and Greed Index yesterday was 69. Now the Fear and Greed Index said, you know what? I'm seeing new all-time highs. Let me go ahead and crank it up just a little bit. I don't want to have them get too comfortable. Let me spike up this greed indicator to 73. The Fear and Greed Index is at 73 today. We will be paying very close to the Fear and Greed Index because when we see extreme greed, we're going to have our finger on the sell trigger. Ethereum doing this thing. Oh man, Ether, the resurgence is real. Ethereum said, don't forget about me. I'm up today. $2,652 for one Ethereum. The Ethereum dominance has ticked up just a little bit. We're at 9.14%, but we know just a few weeks ago, we were seeing the Ethereum dominance at 7%. That's why it's very important to pay attention to these things every day. If you watch these things every day, it'll start to make sense. You can start to formulate what's happening when the Bitcoin dominance is going down, what's happening when the Ethereum dominance going up, and you can make correlations to better help you to predict what will be happening in the future. So let's go ahead and get into the topics of the day. The topics of the day is what just happened. We know over the past week, we've seen Bitcoin do some amazing things. Even last year, even early this year, we were talking about Bitcoin tops, where we think Bitcoin can top out at. Some people were saying $130,000. Some people were saying $150,000. Some people were saying $200,000 and above. So today we're at $111,000. It is very shocking. It is very exciting, but this is what we have been talking about. It's no surprise, but it's shocking when it happened. Folks have already been predicting Bitcoin was going to do $120,000, $125,000, $130,000. So when you see $111,000, it is not surprising because we have been predicting these numbers, but it is shocking to see it. To see it happen, just like when we first hit $100,000 for one Bitcoin. That was mind-blowing. That was exciting. We saw $110,000 Bitcoin. That was exciting. That was mind-blowing. So we already seen that Bitcoin has surpassed its previous all-time high, which was $109,000. That was hit February 2025. Now Bitcoin is in discovery zone. We're at new all-time highs, and you know what happened with cryptocurrencies when they get into discovery zone. There's no longer a ceiling. There's no longer a resistance level. There's nothing to stop it. Who knows how far Bitcoin could go? We know Bitcoin is very aggressive when it is on the bullish side. Any particular day, we could see Bitcoin pump $5,000 to $10,000. We could easily wake up tomorrow and see Bitcoin $114,000, $116,000. That is just the nature of Bitcoin. That's the magnitude and that's the characteristics of Bitcoin. You guys hear me always talking about what's the characteristics of this coin. Well, you better watch the characteristics of Bitcoin also. Bitcoin is the big dog. So if you really need to be paying attention to any coin, you better understand Bitcoin. You better know about the nature of Bitcoin, know about the characteristics of Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin favorite color? How tall is Bitcoin? What's Bitcoin favorite food? You better learn about Bitcoin, and then from there you can start learning about the various altcoins. But Bitcoin is the king. That's what we really need to be paying attention to, because as Bitcoin goes, the cryptocurrency market and community go. Currently, right now, the overall crypto global market cap is at $3.5 trillion market cap. We know back in December 2024, we saw it top out at $3.7 trillion market cap. That's another indicator and that we're going to pay attention to. If we can eclipse $3.7 trillion and make a new all-time high global market cap, we could really be in for some excitement. Also, understanding the four phases of Bitcoin, of cryptocurrency, like I've been talking about. Phase one, we know Bitcoin will be outperforming the market. So a lot of folks are looking at their coins. How come Bitcoin is doing better? Hey, don't worry about that. What you need to be worrying about, do you know what the four phases of Bitcoin and altcoin season is? If you know what the four phases of altcoin season is, then you know phase one is when Bitcoin just blows past and pretty much outperforms their entire market. What is phase two? Phase two is when old man Ethereum wake up. That's when Ethereum start to outperform Bitcoin. You do not want to overthink this process. This process is real simple. It's real 1, 2, 3-ish. But when you try to become the smartest in the room, when you try to make it difficult, that's when you mess it up. Don't mess this up. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I want you to get it right. I want you to be hitting financial freedom in 2025, 2026. You need to really pay attention to the 4-year cycle. Really pay attention to the four phases of cryptocurrency, and you will be able to dominate and become new cryptocurrency millionaires, some of you. So phase two is when Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin. What are we experiencing right now? We're experiencing phase two. It's official right now. If you go back and take a look at May 6th, right now we're just at the end of May. 3 weeks ago, take a look at the market 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, Bitcoin was $96,000. 3 weeks ago, May 6th, Ethereum was $1,700. Take a look at the price where we're at right now. Or let's go ahead, let's take a look at May 13th, 7 days after. A week after that, Bitcoin was $102,000. Nice. Bitcoin's up $6,000. So a week after May 6th, which is May 13th, Ethereum was at $2,700. Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin. Take a look at the prices today. The prices today, Bitcoin is $111,000. It was $96,000 May 6th. The price of Ethereum today is $2,652. It was $1,700 May 6th. So Ethereum has really been outperforming Bitcoin in a major way. So it is official that we are in phase two. So we really need to wrap our minds about what's going on and what tends to happen during phase two. You can go back and look at the previous cycles, and that will give you a very close gauge of what we can be expecting. What have we been seeing over the past weeks? Like I've been saying, hey, we've seen Bitcoin when it hit 70,000. What did it do? Trade sideways for about a week. It hit 80,000, sideways for about a week, 90,000. Even when it hit the $100,000 range, we were 102, 105, 106, 103, 105, 107, trading sideways. Now we are above $110,000. We're in new discovery zone. What do I expect Bitcoin to do? Trade a little bit sideways in the teens, 111, 112, 113. May go back down 109, 111, 113. $115,000 we may get rejected at. We may hit $115,000 and we may get back down to 106, something like that. Or if we can surpass 115, our next level that I'm looking at is 119 for us to possibly get rejected at. But like I say, we're in discovery zone. So this is new territory for Bitcoin. Bitcoin has never experienced this before. Bitcoin is like a child outdoors at the park. Mom opened the door, dad opened the door, the kid just runs in the park. He don't know what he want to get on first. Do he want to get on the swing? Do he want to get on the slide? Do we want to just throw sand? He is in discovery zone. Bitcoin is in discovery zone. He don't know if he want an ice cream, hamburger, or a cookie. He can have it all. That's what Discovery Zone does. That's what Discovery Zone is. Bitcoin can easily surpass the $120,000 level because we know it has the capability to pump $10,000 in one day. So these are the things that we have been paying attention to, learning, understanding the characteristics of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and our altcoins. What are altcoins doing right now? Altcoins just kicking back. They're pumping sporadically. A coin here, coin there, ZBEC Network, XCM, Turbo. These coins are doing well. They're holding their own. It is phase two. It is time for old man Ethereum to step on the scene. $2,652 for one Ethereum today. We've seen Ethereum pump 50% in 1 week. What will the price of Ethereum be next week? Will it pump another 50%? I don't see why it will not. Will it pump 30%? It certainly can. So there's great potential for Ethereum. All-time high, $4,800, 2021. We've seen Ethereum hit $4,000 in December 2024, 5 months ago. So Ethereum is getting ready to go on a massive run. Ethereum is getting ready to tell you who he is, where he been, and he may even come through with a tattoo because Ethereum is getting ready to run wild and do some things that you are not expecting. So make sure your portfolio is intact. Make sure that you're preparing for what is to come. What is to come? Phase two. We're in the middle, at the beginning of phase two. Then you got phase three, phase four. If you over there in the Patreon, I put a list of all the 4 phases, and the 4 phases have the details of what will be happening in all of those 4 phases. So come on over there, join us in the Patreon. We have a great cryptocurrency community that love to talk about crypto all day, every day, and love to make money. So if you love to talk about cryptocurrency, you love to make money, come on over there, join us in the Patreon. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.